Happy Halloween, my cronies! This video is a response to Candy Soul and Soil, who asked those of us in the tarot community to talk about the ghosts that still haunt us. Metaphorically, not literally. But in her video, she did a tour of some of the allegedly haunted sites in her area. Where I live is not particularly a hotbed of paranormal activity, so I thought I would do some filming in the cemetery where a lot of my relatives are buried. Grandparents, great-grandparents, great aunts, great uncles, second cousins, and so on. I wanted to detour a bit though, because this has never been my favorite cemetery. It's the one it's been around for as long as I can remember, and there's still space, plenty of space on the grounds for, more burials. So it's going to be in use for quite a while, but this is not the type of cemetery that I particularly like, because it's so perfect. Everything is neat, tidy, lined up perfectly, well organized, planned, laid out. The markers are all exactly the same. There's no personality. It's flat, and I understand why. It's probably a lot easier to it's easier for the landscaping, maintenance. But give me a cemetery or a graveyard with some personality, with the headstones. To me, this type of cemetery with its perfection and, everything lined up and organized and everything, it makes death neat and clean and tidy. Everything that death is not. And it reminds me of things that I've heard in Caitlin Doughty's videos and in her book. I've only read one of her books so far, Smoke Gets on Your Eyes, but she's got others that I want to get and read. But I watch her video channel, which is Ask a Mortician. And she talks a lot about how we have sanitized and removed ourselves from death. And I think that this type of cemetery really exemplifies that. I used to think that I wanted to be cremated, but since listening to Caitlin, she's converted me to natural burial. So if that is an option, where I am at the time of my death, that's what I want. I want to be, I want a natural burial. Anyway, the other part of Candy Soul and Soil's video was drawing a card to get an inclination of what your metaphorical ghosts that are from your past that are still haunting you. But I didn't really want to do that in the cemetery. I wanted to do that in a safer space, so I'm out on my balcony instead, because it is a gorgeous, gorgeous, crisp fall day. It's perfect. I've got my pumpkin sweatshirt on. There's a nice breeze. It's not hot. I'm not sweating. I'm loving this weather. So I got my Haunted House Tarot, which I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to be working with during October. And I thought, oh, okay, we're talking about ghosts. Let's use the Haunted House Tarot. And I asked the question, and woo, boy, did it read me for filth with just one card. Got the Four of Cups, which is all about being ignoring what you have in favor of what you don't have, and like not being satisfied, rejecting what you've got, rejecting what you're being offered. Anyway, yeah, the Four of Cups is accurate. Living in the moment and not dwelling on the past, especially mistakes, or looking towards the future, has been and currently is an issue for me. So for me, I'm taking the Four of Cups as a reminder that I need to live in the moment, because that's all we've got. And if that's not an appropriate reminder for this particular season, I don't know what is. Halloween, Samhain, it's a reminder that we dance with death constantly. We don't know. We don't know. The moment is all we have. And so to dwell on the past or project to the future is wasting the time that we have. So that's a good lesson in general, not just for the spooky season, not just for Halloween. So I'm going to take it and start trying to remember it and apply it and live it as best I can. I hope you all have a safe and happy Halloween and a happy Samhain. And that is it for this video. Like and subscribe for more Crone content, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay creepy, my friends.